Welcome back to Timberborn. Glad you all are here. Hope you all are excited about the start of a new week and we get ready to embark on the second week? Is that what we are? Of December? Wowie. Christmas is right around the corner. Boom. Let's press play. Why didn't I do that? Okay. We are stacking up science again. Trying to. We are trying to get back into our logs here. We've got several growing. I never did do different selections of chopping trees selectively. Maple syrup we have plenty of. Okay, that's good. We might need to get more storage of maple. And I know we've talked about doing this an area for water. Let's do that. If we just, I don't know, put a line across here, and maybe a line, a single thing there. We could fill this area. It doesn't matter. I know you only need a 3x3 area. I know, but what difference does it make, really? That way we can try to keep some of the maple alive. It's actually mostly maple dead. No, maybe it's the same. Both maple and the chestnuts, the same amount of death. However, up here, we had a restart with the potatoes. We're already up to 44% there. Over here, he's still planting, but that's okay. We want it to come in waves anyway. The tree growth. The coffee is delicious. Thank you for being a member. If you are a member, hit the like button, subscribe. This year was slow growth. Last year we grew super big. We became able to have advertisements and actually make money on YouTube pretty quickly, but this year is slow growth, and that's just the nature of the beast, I'm afraid. What are these all waiting for? Planks. Okay. So I'm thinking we probably need to stop making so many gears. As a matter of fact, we don't really need that many gears, because we're already up to 4,000 and we're not building anything right now. So as a matter of fact, what we're going to do? We're going to convert 4 of these to making planks instead. Planks. Which way does this go? This way? Okay. There we go. Be nice if they scooped up all this stuff. What is it? Gears. Gears, logs, and planks. And gears, yeah. Get that picked up. This just takes logs, so it's not that big a deal. Get that taken care of. Make sure that this isn't flooding or anything. We seem to be okay. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. Although, this is getting deeper. Look, we've got trees underwater. So let us open this carefully. It's not going to be careful, but... Did I plug up the air, the way for this to go down? I think I did, so we need to close this back up. Close that. And... oh, this isn't open. There we go. There we go. I forgot to open those for some reason. It's good now. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we don't have time to be watching all that. We need more logs. Stat. We've got logs down here. Did we put in a... Zero oaks. I didn't put in a lumberjack flag here. It doesn't appear, but look, there's a little square for it. So that'll be good. We'll get that built. We need a couple more bots. We're a little low on the old spot thing. Why are these maple... Oh, they're dry still. Okay. Probably waiting for planks. Ah, okay. Waiting for planks. Got it. Oh, this isn't marked for cutting? Well, then, what good is it? Gotta be careful here because there's a bunch of other trees. Oh, they're already grown. Good thing we're paying attention and know exactly what's going on all the time. That could have been a disaster. Yeah, these are all at 96. Okay, we're finally gonna get some extra oaks coming in. All right. Yep. The zip line's done there. Doesn't really matter. We're waiting for planks and dirt. What do you got, bud? That you're carrying water from miles away. You should have been carrying fuel, sir. Okay, more science. Just saw one get built. Awesome. That is good news. Really need, yeah, really need potatoes. Really fastly. Increasingly fast. 80% there. There's a couple of potatoes here. Those aren't ever going to grow now. Okay, so those are the only couple places that we have potatoes. But they are coming in. It is true. They are coming in. If I put stairs down somewhere, would be able to. This guy would be able to help too, but I think they're keeping up. I'm not sure. They're trying. They're trying. 84. Come on now. Takes forever. I'm wondering if I should... You know what we should do? It would be helpful. Although we don't have planks. I could do it with metal. Metal use planks. Metals also use... These overhangs also use planks, so that's not as helpful as I was going to think. And I can't use dirt. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can actually use dirt because it can overhang a little bit. So if I put it like here, I can get a path over to here. And then when I'm done, we can put it back the way it was. I'm just going to put a little bit of a thing there. Go all the way to the end here, I think. Yeah. And then we're going to put in a levee and a dam. Like that. And a dam on top of it. There. It's going to need a path, or they won't be able to go that far. I missed. Okay. Oh, we have to go down here? I do, but I could instead possibly just put one. Here, and then one here. That's not gonna work. Oh. Oh, no. We don't even need to do all that. We can just put a block. Wait, what was I even thinking? We don't need to go down at all. There, fixed. Grief. The insanity. And it's gonna take some planks, it's gonna take logs, obviously. But we can do it. And that'll keep these potatoes... Oh, look at them come in. That is good news. Finally. Potatoes are going up, which means hopefully catalyst and biofuel starts going up as quickly as possible here. Yeah, the bots are busy, which is excellent. And of course we can, I don't know, we can keep the path or we can change it back into just dirt, and they can solve it from there. Put more potatoes, not solve it from. They can put more potatoes. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Awesome. Good. Very good. Yeah. 11,000. Halfway down, halfway with the science. Of course, look at all the science coming in now. Finally. And it's working overnight to do this kind of stuff. Which is what we want to see. Still below 100 books, which, man. But here, look. More oaks coming in. We're replanting all the dead trees over here, which were just chestnuts anyway. The maple's good. This oak is at 32%, which is nowhere near what we need, but there's oaks coming in over here. How are we with pine resin? Oh, not great. Oh, they must have built the... No, why was the water being weird? I think we just want this closed. Any water that bounces to this direction is... we just keep it. Yeah, this is going to take another minute, but it'll be fine. And then, of course, take even more time to get the logs that it needs. Just trying to think. There's all kinds of logs over here. Oh, this is what you guys were talking about. Oh, thank you. I saw the comments like 3 times. Because sometimes throughout the day I'll make a checklist in Notion and put it all together. I had no clue that you were talking about those lumberjacks there. Sorry. That will speed it up, you're right. That will give us more logs, which is what we need. I want to break 100 and then get to 10,000. Would be nice, but that's not going to happen. 5,000 away from the cultivator, and then we will be good to go. 2,000 gears, we've got well over that. 2,000 treated planks we don't have, but we will have, and 1,500 metal blocks we have. Okay, the treated planks, I'd like to get that done. Is that these? Yeah, it takes planks and pine resin. That's the reason why we don't have pine resin, is because I'm using it for that, which is what its intended use is. Might want to get... Well, I don't want to put small storages everywhere, but these guys are looking for pine resin. So maybe I do. Maybe I do want to put... what does pine resin sit in? A box. One of these. Is this the closest? Yeah, because I've got an idea. We've got the technology to connect this path up. A little bit of overhangs over every once in a while, you know? And then let's get another one of these. Oh, they're building them so fast. Pine resin. Look, let me know if you see it in chat. It said it going in here. Am I blind? There it is. Yes. Pine. I want this to be obtained. Pine resin. It is the hardest thing for me. There it is. For me to find. There we go. The one I'm looking for is the hardest to find. Okay, we're at 19,000. We don't need this many scientists anymore. 19,967 science, so we'll get the 20,000 immediately. And then we just need the treated planks, which I think we can just deal with it. It takes forever to build anyway, and a lot of it is building time. So, here we go. It is day 10, cycle 24, and in goes the Earth recirculator. Boom. Oh, yes. In all of its wonders and gloriousness. Of course, this place is littered with zip lines, but that's okay. What are you going to do? All this with less than 30 logs, if you can believe that. Awesome. Look at him go. Okay. Well, we're not going to watch the whole thing be built. So, it's going to take everybody working together to make sure that we have biofuel, which we've got lots of potatoes. Biofuel is increasing, and catalyst, and books, and punch cards would be nice. Books, books, books. How do we only have 14 books? They like... And I know the joke is they eat books, but good grief. By the way, we could not do what I was just going to say we could do, because we don't have the planks and we don't have the dirt, although we're at 270 planks. We need more industrial space. Just don't have it. It would take chopping down this mountain in order to do it, or bringing power across here and chopping it down there. I don't know. The point is, we don't have the space for more industry, and I would like to get more books. We go to books. We haven't looked at this the entire season, I don't think. Nobody has wet fur. Nobody's got bread or cattails. Yeah, it's a terrible. Almost all of them have books. 18 is our well-being, and I think that's probably pretty poor. I'm gonna go down to half on this bad water rig. There. Don't you think? We've got plenty of bad water. We'll just keep an eye on it. We're at 1.3 thousand. Or maybe better yet. Yeah, some beavers are going to wake up to find out they actually do have a job. What if we just did this? Well, because this takes up some of our stuff. Well, they're going to do the Earth repopulator ahead of everything. I just think it'd be fun and completely useless to do this. Because why not? Why not have all the bad water you could ever want? There might be a time where they run out of bad water. You know? What if they're digging so far down and we finally get to the bottom, there's no more bad water, which means there's no more bad tides because we've sucked it all out of the earth. And then it turns out just a little bit further down, that's where the humans are. That's where we are this whole time, just waiting to be found. And you know who finds us? Beavers. And you know what's funny? We go to the surface, none of this is real. This is just the beaver's imagination. And we see a stream with a beaver dam, and that's it. That's what would be wild. This is just a beaver's imagination of what would happen if they actually took over, but they can't, because they don't have imposable thumbs? Question mark? I don't know. Do they have imposable thumbs? They're not monkeys. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. It's an ape. Maybe they are monkeys. I don't know. If you know where that's from, you can put it right there in the comments below. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. It's just one of those facts you learn about. We could add dirt here. How does that help us? Besides the fact that it doesn't. No, instead, we could blow this out like this, and that gives us enough room for one or two more. Uh-oh. What in the world? Why is the water... Why is there waves? Because of this? Oh, yeah, maybe. They're almost done. 6 logs, and they've built it. Well, as will be the norm, we will look 3% of the way done with the earth recultivator. Awesome. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.